Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab for Monday, January 30th, 2023. I'm Nate, and I'm here with your sports card rundown. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more card collectors like yourselves. Alright, our trender for today is Mike Trout, and the reason for that is because baseball season and spring training are right around the corner. We're almost into February, which means pitchers and catchers are reporting real soon, and then position players will be reporting right after that. And when baseball season comes around, it's always a good time to take a moment to appreciate the best player of a generation, which is Mike Trout. Now, the last couple seasons have not been very good to him from a health standpoint. He did have 40 home runs last year. He still put up 6.3 wins above replacement, but he hasn't been healthy. The last two seasons, he missed 169 games out of a possible 324. That's a lot of games. If you go back to 2020, when he played 53, I believe, and there was only a 60-game season, that means there's another 109 games or so that he would have missed due to COVID and health, right? That's a lot of games. We're talking 278 games in the course of 3 years missed. Now, that is going to put a damper, or that's going to dampen his chances at becoming the best player of all time, but he still is the best player of a generation, and if he keeps this up, he will go up that list. Currently, right now, he has a career average of 303, a career on-base percentage of 415, and a career slugging of 587. Those are really good numbers. His career OPS, 1,002. There are only 10 players before him that have ended their careers with 1,000+ OPSs, and all of them, outside of Barry Bonds, played a very long time ago. They did not face pitchers that are as good as Mike Trout is facing. They didn't face guys that are throwing 104 miles per hour. They probably rarely faced guys throwing 94 miles per hour back then. But Mike Trout is doing it in an era where it is impossibly hard to hit. Pitchers are better and better and better and are thinking more and more and more about every minute detail of pitching. And yet Mike Trout still has 1,000+ OPS. He's amazing. He's got 60. He's the 60th. He's in 60th place for Baseball Reference wins above replacement all time. If he puts up another 6.3, and that's ahead of guys like Joe DiMaggio, guys like that. If he puts up another 6.3 wins above replacement like he did last year, he's going to just go right past George Brett for 48th all time. And then if he were to do that another year and another year, he'd keep moving up those lists. And I won't be shocked if he ends in the 20s or even in the teens for a war for wins above replacement in a career if he keeps up this rate for the next couple of years. Mike Trout is amazing. And his cards, well, his cards all time, you're looking here at his 2011 Topps Finest Refractor Auto BGS 95, and you can see that this is up 6,400% all time. Of course, the first couple sales, super cheap. We're talking in the $50 range, and it's now a $3,000+ card, but you can see how high it was in 2020, 2021 there, and it's down from there, and so I'm curious what you think about this card. Is it a buy now, or is it a sell? Because, like, people always want to put against him, hey, he doesn't make the playoffs. He hasn't been in the playoffs. He hasn't done anything in the playoffs. Well, Ken Griffey Jr. cards are expensive. And you know how many times Ken Griffey Jr. was in the playoffs? 4 years. 4 years. And one of them was when he was with the White Sox when he was 38. So Mike Trout's been in once. He could easily get in 3 more times by the end of his career and tie Ken Griffey Jr. And people don't complain about Ken Griffey Jr. not making the playoffs or doing anything in the playoffs. So I think once Mike Trout is done, people will not care, and prices will just steadily increase as people just think about him as one of the best players of the generation. But let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, our IG post of the day is a reel from Aaron, and it's a reel about this card right here, this Art Du Grand Prix Superfractor you can see, and it's a little bit of a story time for me. So on Thursday, I was doing 1 box breaks. We had 3 boxes left of a case of 2022 Topps Chrome F1, and I had not hit anything lower than gold out of 50, so I was pretty excited for the case. I thought there was some chances to hit something big the rest of the case with those 3 boxes. So we did 3 1-box breaks there. Get in cheap on teams, 11 teams. Red Bull, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Mercedes, so on and so forth. You get the point. So we're doing our breaks, and the first box we hit a red Speed Demon Sebastian Vettel. That's 1 in 19,600 packs odds of hitting that card. So sweet, we started off hot. Second box, we hit a red checkerboard Sergio Perez. Sweet, that's 1 in 700 packs. That's hard to hit. Very cool. Well, the last box, it's like we haven't hit an orange out of 25 yet in the case, so maybe there's something like that in there, but I wasn't expecting a red or anything. I open up the box, and there on top is that super refractor that you can see on your screen of Silverstone, the English race course, Art du Grand Prix box topper 101 super refractor. Just lost my mind, just unexpected as can be. There are only 5 cards in the Art du Grand Prix set. Those same 5 cards have box toppers. There are only 5 101s in each set for the non-box topper and the box topper. So there's really 10 super refractors in this set in the entire world. And we pulled one of them, and it's projected to go for $5,000 to $10,000. I don't know if that's going to play out, but that's what people were telling me. Now what's crazy is that because it wasn't a team, we had to put it in the wheel and draw a name for it. And we had to draw a name for the Art du Grand. We also pulled the Art du Grand Prix in the same box. We had to draw a name for that. So we hit the small Art du Grand Prix of Monza and the super refractor of Silverstone box topper. We had to draw names for both. The same guy, I won't say his name. You can see his name on the Instagram channel, but I don't know how much he wants to get it blasted out there. The same guy, I do the drawing for the small Art du Grand Prix, he wins. I take all the names out, I put all the names back in the wheel, I do the drawing again. The same guy wins the super refractor. He won both cards, absolutely incredible. And then at the end, he drops this on us. His wife was just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and that these cards were going to go a long way to helping him pay the bills. Now, before you say, well, why was he dropping money on cards? He was in there the entire time, and he waited till the very end to buy a $22 spot. One $22 spot. He sat there and watched the whole thing and then bought one $22 spot. Not a ton of money. I know, bills and hospital bills and stuff, but $22 compared to, what the bills are going to be, not that drastic. And so it's probably just a little bit of fun money to see what he can do. And he ends up winning cards that are probably going to go $5,000, $6,000 and go a long way towards paying, the deductible on on his wife's health insurance. So just an incredible moment. Sometimes it's bigger than cards, and this was one of those times, and it was a very cool moment for me, a very cool moment for the guy that won it, and a very cool moment for everyone that got to watch. And so I just thought you'd all enjoy hearing that story. Just very cool, and it shows that you just don't know what other people have going on in their lives. This guy was in here making comments and stuff. I would never have guessed that his wife had just got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And so it's a good reminder to always remember that people can be going through things that you just don't know, and to always be kind and considerate and helpful to everyone around you if you can. All right, and one last thing. If you like this video and you want the Daily Slab in written form, you can sign up for the Daily Slab email. It goes out Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, and it has both the trender, like we talk about every day, plus a headliner section of something that happened the night before, plus curated links from eBay Monday through Sunday, and also PWCC curated links Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And those are links of cards we think are cool or worth investing in or anything like that you can go check out there. You don't have to do any searches on your own. You can just check the cards out, and sometimes there's cool cards that you might miss, but you see in there really easy first thing in the morning. You're like, oh, I gotta go save that and put a bid in later. So if you don't want to do work first thing in the morning, I suggest signing up for the Daily Slab email and reading that instead. And if you want to sign up, you can either click the link below in the description, or you can go to SlabStox.com, and it will be the first thing you see as a sign up bar for the Daily Slab email right there. And you can pop in your email, and you'll start getting emails 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And one last thing. If you were expecting football today, I understand. I was expecting to talk about football, but because of the timing of the games and the timing of having to get this recording done, The Eagles have won, but the Bengals and the Chiefs are tied in the fourth quarter right now, 2020. So we are going to be talking about football on Tuesday as well as covering prices from the game. So that gives us a whole day to check out what price movement is happening with players, including guys like Brock Purdy that lost. So if you're expecting football, check out Tuesday's Daily Slab. All right, thank you everyone for watching the Daily Slab today, and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.